The Fed will be a steady state. The economy is doing well, and the only challenge, I think, is that confidence data, consumer confidence, investment confidence, business confidence has been running ahead of hard data. I expect that will support capital markets. And at the same time, there's a bit of softening in US data since the beginning of the year, but of course, stronger recovery in global markets. So I think the Fed wants to just produce stability and steady state, so no news expected.
Just a quick line from you, Beat, on what we are seeing in Q1 in terms of the data. You just touched upon it. Is that slowing momentum a soft patch, or is it a sign of underlying stress in the broader economy?
I mean, one cannot speak of stress in the broader economy. It's short-term data. It's a soft patch, if you like. It's monthly data, quarterly data. We are on a very positive trajectory when you look at top-line growth in the US, and of course also at earnings. But of course, Europe in that sense is a relatively more attractive play. But the US has been leading for 6-7 years in a post-crisis environment and just normalizing in that sense, and that's a positive thing.
Let's just quickly bookend the conversation on the US, Beat, then we will go on to Europe, because stateside, the reflation trade, in my opinion, just continues to look very, very vulnerable until we get some real details in the Trump tax plan, including how it's going to be paid for.
I think markets will continue to be driven by expectations. I would not expect that the US administration is getting through at any time soon significant changes in legislation. That's not necessary for the capital markets. But we have to see some, some bits and pieces on tax reform, bits and pieces on infrastructure. But the positive thing clearly is that it has shown that the US administration is very pragmatic, almost dumping short-term any campaign promises to be focused on economic development and capital markets. I think the only thing the US administration doesn't want to see is a falling stock market and rising unemployment. So that's my guiding line looking at the US.